Okay, hello again. Hello again, I guess. Oddly enough, we're doing this for the second time. First time, we lost audio somehow during the recording or live streaming for those on YouTube. And because of that, we had to delete the damn shit and re-record shit. So we spoke for 5 minutes with audio, and then the other five, 6, 7 minutes with no audio. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to try as much as possible to avoid that shit from happening again. Okay. The Residence is a criminal investigative series. Drama, I don't know how to call it. But it's one of the most brilliant shows I've seen on Netflix this year. It captured my curiosity in ways I wasn't even aware could be captured in terms of television. Now, I'm sure you've seen Law and Order, CIA, FBI, Quantico, whole bunch of criminal investigation type of shows. And granted, they've all been brilliant in every possible way that you find them. But this was the cherry on top for me. Because this was brilliant in every way. And of course, it had the great. I didn't know she was this great, but she's great. Like the last, I've seen a couple of her films or shows. I think she's got more famous being on The Orange Is the New Black, and she always acts those erratic characters that are weird but somehow brilliant. I'm talking about Uzo Adoba, if I'm saying that name right. She took this role and she just gave it life. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've seen a lot, like I said, I've seen a lot of crime investigating shows, documentaries, and all that. This was brilliant. And of course, it has one of my favorite actors. I don't know what contract this guy has with Netflix, but he's doing a lot of Netflix stuff. I'm talking about the great Granchalo, if I'm saying the name right. Granchalo Esposito. My man, Moff Gideon. Man, that guy's brilliant. Anyway, this show is brilliant. Now, like I said, it's brilliant. So, our story takes center stage in the White House. I'm spoiling shit now, so bear in mind, I apologize. It takes center stage in the White House, where a murder has taken place. Or a suicide. I don't want to spoil it that much. It's a murder, I'm sorry. Now, this is a very strange murder. Like a lot of people did. Now, where did this murder take place? In the White fucking House, fam. The White House, I'm spoiling it now. I already said that, I'm doing it again. The White House hosts a dinner for an Australian delegacy. During that dinner, the chief usher, the guy who takes care of the White House and all its stuff, like decorations, employing the workers, the cleaners, the engineers, the electricians, all that. Basically, people who just work there. Every president comes, they still work there. Some really get fired. He's the guy to talk to. You know, who's in charge of the chefs, the cleaners, and I already said that. I don't know why I'm saying it again. This guy called Winter. He gets killed or he commits suicide because the evidence is so compelling. And then there's this other guy who's like, oh my god, he killed himself. Why are we saying he didn't kill himself? He definitely killed himself. It's quite evident, says one of the guys. And it makes sense. He probably did kill himself. Why wouldn't he kill himself? It makes more sense that way. So this Henry is like, he killed himself. And then you have to bear in mind, a murder happening in the White House is a political scandal on its own. It's a fucking scandal. Like, How can this happen? It's supposed to be the most secure house in the entire world. But on said night, a lot of crazy things happen. Like some stranger practically waltzed in. He didn't walk, he waltzed in to the White House, enjoyed dinner uninvited, saw someone drag a dead body, and waltz out again. Brilliant. Again. So that's interesting. And then, of course, you have to look at the way Cordelia solves her crime in the most bizarre and fascinating and juicy way I've ever seen any show, really. A murder or any crime being solved. Most detectives just jump to the first immediate conclusion. That person did it, he did it, case closed. Because if you walk into a crime scene, I'm not a detective, I'm just assuming, based on whatever I've seen over the years. If you walk in and you find a suicide note, but there's blood spatter and all that, it's not convincing. Usually somebody's dragged. So normally a detective who's lazy, like, it's a suicide, case closed, we move on. Everybody's safe. But not my girl Cordelia. It's a great name, by the way. She's eccentric, wild, and she has a crazy obsession compulsive disorder, and she has an incredible memory. So she sees everything and hears everything and remembers everything. And she's a great artist. She draws and all that. That's not important details. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. And I probably should avoid spoiling. But I will tell you this. The person who kills the person is the last person you expect. Because throughout the 8 episodes, all ranging from an hour at most, almost every episode, there's a new suspect. And I'm like folding my hands. I'm like, I don't even know why this is going on further. And she did it. He did it. And I'm wrong. Time and time again. That's why it had me at the edge of my seat. I was like, what is going on here? So, I watched. Sometimes I even got pissed a little, like, come on, for fuck's sake, just stop the damn thing. Who did it? And you find out that at the end of the fucking series. And I don't want to spoil that for you. I want you to find it yourself. But I will spoil some shit. Because in the beginning, I'm like, the chef did it. It's his knife. He did it. And I'm like, wait a minute. The engineer did it. And I'm like, oh, hold on. The president's brother did it. I'm like, yeah, he definitely did it. And at one point, I was like, the Australians did it. What's wrong with that, too? I was like, oh, the cleaning lady did it. I was wrong there, too. But at one point, it did seem like it was a cleaning lady. It did seem like it was a crime of passion. I was wrong. I was wrong a lot of the times. And I didn't like it one bit. But I was still intrigued. And what we talked about birds? Compare people's behavior to birds. I think if you love birds and you're a bird person, a bird watcher, whatever they're called, you'll love this show. But it was the most interesting thing I've ever seen. Miss Catherine, whoever. This is based off a book by Catherine something. I forgot. Like, was it Catherine or Kate? I forgot. Whatever her name is. The lady who wrote the book that this is based on. She's a genius. Like a literal genius. Because it has elements of comedy. Right. This is based on Kate Anderson Browser, something like that. Yeah, Browser's novel called The Residence Inside the Private World of the White House. I don't know if there's several other books like that. But I want to say that I want to see more of Cordelia Cupp. I want to see something else. Like, I want to see a new show. This, of course, came out the 20th of March. I don't know, it's the 21st or 22nd right now. Watching this review, and I should have watched this the moment this came out. But I took time. I sacrificed a lot of time to watch this for you, so that you be like, okay, that dude watched it for us, so we gonna watch it. So I'm recommending this to anyone who has 8 fucking hours basically to watch this, and you will not be disappointed. You will not miss your 8 hours back. Of course, it's been 10 minutes since I've been doing this review, and I've just realized I'm doing a very horrible time at it. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I will tell you this: what you will find is a murder, and you'll find a detective who's absolutely brilliant. Who starts off the first episode, she seems like she's in the White House. Enough women in the White House. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hate her. But no. Don't judge a book by its cover, they said. And when you think that the whole thing is solved partly because of a book, it's just brilliant. I really need to look at Kate Anderson Browser's books, because if she wrote this shit, and if this shit is based off her, don't get me wrong, Paul William Davis did an incredible job putting this shit together. But I have to say, Kate's writing is what made this a possibility for me. And I loved every second of it. Now, for those watching it live or watching the video, I have to say I apologize. The network is acting up, so I'm buffering a bit, so it's probably shit. But if you're going to be listening to the audio on Spotify and all that, you're going to love this. So, this covers the basics, really. It's got drama, it's got mystery, it's got a bit of comedy, it's a thriller, detective fiction, crime fiction, policing, and so it's got everything. Did I even mention there's even a sex scene? It's not that explicit, but there is that there. So for you pervy sage, you dirty bastards, there's something there for you. So, what is my conclusion? I don't know where I'm gonna get it, but I want her to solve some sort of crime. I don't know. Go to Buckingham Palace and solve a murder there. I don't know. Just solve a murder somewhere. Because I really enjoyed this. I want a second one. But the way it's built, I don't think there'll be another one. But I really want another one. I really do. I want another season. I want the film. I don't care. Just give me something. They have to. Because if a lot of people, like Rotten Tomatoes, got like 83% people loved it. 78% of Google users love it. These are the statistics I'm getting online. Netflix will have to pay attention. If Netflix pay attention, they have to, I don't know, fake write it, man. Pretend. They've been giving a lot of trash second seasons. And this is good. This is like really good. Like incredibly good. And I'm surprisingly, I don't have nothing to say. Usually I make great pods because I have negative shit to say. That's why most of the time I tend to make episodes about things I fucking hate. Because usually when I have something great to say, I don't know what to say. Because I don't want to spoil it. Because I actually genuinely want you to watch this from the bottom of my heart. And if I want you to watch this, I don't want to spoil a lot of it. And if I don't want to spoil a lot of it, I don't know why I'm rambling. I should have just ended this a long time ago. So I'm going to end it like this. Grab a cup of coffee, some marshmallows, popcorn, or alcohol. I don't know what the fuck, whatever works with you. Sit down on the couch with your lover, your friend. I don't give a shit. And then watch this. Savor every second. Try to solve it before she does. I don't think you will. But if you can, kudos to you. Because I didn't. But if you can solve it before she does, before the final episode, you are brilliant. Because hopefully you didn't read the book, because then you suck. Not because you read the book, because you already know what's going to happen. Anyway, I think I stayed longer than I should have. Anyway, Thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like and sub. Adios. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe. Adios, folks. Adios.